Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the announcement of the evening. And now, introducing to you, hailing from West London, United Kingdom, coming in by way of the dance hall and grime scene, it's Lady, your girl, Shawn!
Test. He said that's what Lennox said when he knocked out Raheem. No guy test.
Oh yeah, you did that. You did say that, didn't it?
Yeah.
It's a bit dry. You're like, what? Whatever. No guy test. Back to Kurt, hi Kurt. All right, so at Counterpunch Boxing News, okay, they're just doing their thing in the chat. So also, yeah. So this brings it. This is another thing. Do you think that active fighters, should have podcasts?
No,
Thank you.
I don't believe so. Everything is energy, Shan. Everything is energy, and I think people, a lot of the young fighters are getting carried away. You ain't gonna make you have more chance becoming a champion being focused than doing a podcast. How many just subscribers do you need to be successful and make a real living from a podcast? And I see a lot of these fighters coming on now having their own podcast, but they haven't even got no status yet. It's different if you've got the status, then in between boxing, it does keep you up. But remember, everything is energy. I remember being in a gym with Floyd and Floyd telling these fighters, stay away from social media, stay away from Instagram. None of them listened, but I get where he was coming from.
Yeah.
Because you know how it is. You look at your phone, you say you're going to bed, you lock off from the front room, you go into the bedroom, bro. It's taking all 3 hours before you go to bed because you're on your phone. You get what I'm saying? And then you gotta get up and go for your run.
Yeah.
And then you gotta get up and go for your run. So unless you're very, very disciplined, where you can say, as soon as I go into my room, there's no electronics, no Facebook, no Instagram, nothing like that. Yeah. I think it's not a good thing for fighters, because I know how much. I mean, all of this is taken away from me. That's why I've kind of, if you notice, I've kind of started to dress back a little bit and not be so
social media.
Yeah, not so active, especially giving out energy to other podcasters.
Yeah.
Because in reality, it's not going to do that much. It's not actually going to help you unless you're Ryan Garcia, and especially people in this country. Think about UK and the small demographic that we are. In the US, it's a bit different because you got the ability to reach so many people. But in the UK, how are you gonna be having podcasts and you're a boxer? You know how hard this sport is anyway.
Your daughter's got one. That's what I say. I subscribe to it.
That's why he ain't fighting. That's why he ain't fighting now, because all of his energy is going into this podcast thing. The man's offering you $1 million to fight, and you're saying no. You want more money? Well, let me tell you something.
You're like, my super chats are like $500,000.
Well, let me tell you something. Shawn. I don't know if you're going to be making $1 million from your podcast, and a man's offering you $1 million to do what you say is your profession. So this is where it's getting a bit silly now. It's getting a bit silly. So if you're gonna be a fighter, be a fighter. The sport is so hard. You heard Duke McKenzie, a free-weight world champion, and I'm not gonna embarrass him because he didn't say it to us on live. But I spoke to Duke the day after. We had a long talk, and I was so happy. I mean, I was asking him for some training techniques, because you don't become a free weight world champion not doing it a correct way. That was beneficial to you.
Yeah.
But I asked him how much he earned in the sport of boxing, being a free weight world champion, albeit at the lower weights. Shan, the money what he earned, I should be knighted. Me, Tunde Ajayi, should be knighted.
We've been said that. Yeah,
I should be knighted, for having the impact I've had helping a young man secure
a millionaire.
I'm not going into the figures because the taxman might be watching. but thank God, Anthony realized the impact that I've had in his career as well, because this is a tough sport. This is a tough sport to earn a living, you know. And as I say, unless you're a great, you know, a hot stepper, Mike Tyson or Joe Rogan business, you can't be no boxer and no podcaster. What kind of thing? That's madness.
This is
That's madness.
I thought it was wild.
Yeah, you go and be a podcaster. You get broke up. You get broke up quickly, and you ain't made no peas. This is what I'm trying to say. This is the hardest sport in the world for a reason.
Yeah.
It takes everything. And if you're not prepared to put your heart, mind, body, and soul into this, then be a podcaster. Because you ain't gonna you're gonna get punched up and you ain't gonna make no peas.
Yeah.
For those who don't know what peas are, it's money. Pounds, dollars,
dinero, tú sabes. So I think that as well. That I subscribe to Shawn Porter's podcast, but I mean, I don't understand why he's got one. And it's like, and it's a sick podcast. Don't get it twisted. But it's like either do one or the other, mate, because you're an active fighter, and I feel like you need, like you said, your energy shouldn't be split down the middle like that.
But having said that, Shawn Porter has done well in the sport. You know, he's in the latter parts of his career. So again, we can't really.
He ain't out yet. He still ain't out yet. He's still.
He's not out. And again, that will show. That will show. That's why when he gets to the big fights, he always comes out short.
Yeah. He does.
So now that you got the podcast, you was coming up short before the podcast. So now, what do you think is gonna happen? Come on, man. It's just it ain't complicated.
Yeah.
It's energy. Everything. This thing broken down. Me, you giving me your time, me giving you my time. It's all energy. So something has to give way. So if you're a boxer, well, you know that a million other people want to be in your spot. That's why it's so hard to stay number one.
Yeah, because there's always someone to replace you.
That's why Conor McGregor got broke up, because he's there doing.
Talk about that, T. Go.
You know, he's doing all this, that. You're not focused on your sport. You're not realizing that there's people that are behind you that are not necessarily jealous or envious of your position, but they want to be where you want to be. So you can't now. So you've gone from a hungry fighter having dreams and aspirations to now and training like there is no tomorrow, to now someone who's splitting their energy and their time over different ventures. Because now everybody's like, you know what, I've got to get money. I still don't wrong these guys, because as I say, your career is a short career. But I definitely feel that when you're coming up, until you've made that bag, until you've made a minimum £1 million cash, you shouldn't even be entertaining as a fighter any podcasts or any kind of weekly shows or monthly shows. Just train hard, get some money, because not many of us can do it. I think 1% of the boxing fraternity control 99% of the money that's in it. So think about that, young boxers.
And that's why, and if you think about it like that, young boxers, you live like how Tunde lives.
Don't say that. Big
lifestyle there. Look behind him. Look on the view. He's not even showing you the view. He's not even stunting with the view today. Usually has the view stunting. But you know, you work hard and you get to live nicely.
I wanna be, you know, listen, I'm nowhere where I set out to be. And you know, because
you're better than where you was.
Absolutely, because what it is, Shan, and a lot of people, young fighters, need to understand this, that the higher you go, the more the challenges, the more the resistance against you grows. And that ain't necessarily anything to do with color. It's just how it is. You know, everything is polarity. Yeah. So when you set yourself a high target or a high goal or a high dream, you got to realize that not only are you have to work for that, because you can't take out more than what you put in, but there's also going to be others that want to be where you want to be as well. And that's what makes...
You have to maintain it as well.
You have to maintain.
You can get stuff, but make sure you can hang on to it. Confidence is important. Can you see any questions there that anybody was asking?
Speak your mind as a question.
Which one is it?
I saw something for them.
Is it Shunde making some good points on that? Is it a bit higher than
yes.
that?
Scroll up. It's I think it's the second to last comment.
Second to last at the bottom.
Yeah.
This one here. Is it this one? No.
The next one.
Sammy Ali, by the way. No, is he talking to Sammy there? Oh yeah, here it is. Is this it?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Is this the one?
Yeah. Okay, Mr.
We're gonna actually get to that. So let me hold tight with that, yeah, T. We'll leave that just for the minute if you don't mind and all of that, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. Because I just wanna make sure that my show's formatted. Because guys, after this goes off live, it will be privated and it's not gonna all be out in its entirety. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to construct my show so I know how to edit it.
Yes. Don't get everything out there at once. That's
do you know what I mean?
That's the mistake that we made very early on.
Yeah, bit by bit and stuff. Do you know what I mean? So we can have more days off.
Trust me.
You understand, T? Because if you just put out a barrage of content, like 2 hour stuff, like 2 hour thing, 20 people will watch it, and then you'll have to do something the next day or the day after. How about I just do that, and then I can put bits out here and there and rotate? Do you understand? Yeah.
And a lot of the talk, words are timeless. So, a lot of the things I say today can be used at a later date. So, that's the trick. That's the key to it.
Right.